right, let's get into it. We've all been using AI, but today we're going to take things to a whole new level. We're going to build an AI that literally helps you build all of your other AIs. This is where you become the architect.
So let me ask you this, and it's a really powerful idea. What if, instead of spending all that time manually tweaking every new AI tool you need, you had a specialized assistant that did all the heavy lifting for you? An AI that already knows the rules for building great AI.
Well, that's exactly what a prompt engineer assistant is. It's an AI that you create, and its one and only job is to help you write those perfect professional-grade instructions, the system prompts for any other AI tool you could possibly imagine. The easiest way to wrap your head around this is to think of it like a master craftsman teaching an apprentice. Your prompt engineer assistant, that's the master. It knows all the best practices, the secret techniques, and it guides you, the apprentice, in creating these perfectly crafted tools for any job you need done.
Okay, first section. Let's really unpack this core concept. AI that actually builds other AI.
All right, but why does this matter? Why is this such a total game changer? Let's break down the real-world advantages. And wow, when you put them side by side, the difference is just night and day. The old way, trying to write prompts by hand, it's frustrating. You get inconsistent results, it eats up so much time, and honestly, it's a lot of guesswork. But with the assistant method, you get guaranteed consistency, you can scale things up super fast, and you basically have automated expertise on tap. And for a business, what this means is huge. First off, every single AI assistant you deploy is now built on solid best practices. They all start speaking with your brand's unique voice. And when a new need pops up, you can spin up a perfectly configured assistant in minutes, not hours or days. That's the power of moving from just using AI tools to actually creating them. All right, so how does this actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the blueprint, the essential building blocks you'll need. Look, a great AI isn't some kind of magic trick. It's really more like a recipe. If you give your prompt engineer assistant the right ingredients, it will cook up a masterpiece for you every single time. And these are those core ingredients. You need to define the AI's role. Is it a copywriter, a data analyst? You need to give it a core purpose. What's its main goal here? Then you list its capabilities and, just as important, its constraints. What should it absolutely not do? Then you define its communication style and give it a few examples so it knows what good looks like. Get these right, and you are golden. Okay, let's put this into practice. Here's your simple 4-step workflow that takes you from just an idea to a fully functioning AI. The process is actually beautiful in its simplicity. Step 1, discovery. You realize, hey, I need an AI for this. Step 2, analysis. You just talk to your prompt engineer assistant and tell it what you need. 3, creation. It does the hard work and generates the professional prompt. And finally, 4, delivery. You copy that prompt, plug it into a new tool, and start testing. It's that straightforward. So what does that analysis step actually look like in the real world? It can be as simple as this. Look at how conversational that is. You're just telling your assistant what you want in plain language. You give it the role, the purpose, and the tone, and it takes it from there. There's no complex code, just a clear, simple request. Now, to make sure this works every time, here are a few common traps to watch out for. First, don't be vague. The more specific you are, the better the result. Second, don't forget any of those key components we just talked about, especially constraints. And this is a big one. Always test the output and be ready to refine your request a little bit. Okay, let's bring it all home. We need to talk about the huge mental shift that happens when you start doing this, when you become an AI architect. And really, this is the most important takeaway from all of this. By building and using a prompt engineer assistant, you have graduated. You're no longer just a passive user of someone else's AI. You are now the architect, actively designing and deploying systems that are perfectly tailored to your specific needs. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. The blueprints are in your hands, and you've got a master craftsman ready to help you out. You're the architect now. The only question left is, what are you going to build first?